as visualization with Matplotlib. So hope you all know the basic idea how to work with Python programming. So by Matplotlib is also a Python library. So how to work on visualization with the help of this library only we are going to work on this. So first, this how you are going to explore the data with the help of programming knowledge. So hope you all know that the Python libraries that are supported for famous libraries, one is Matplotlib, another one is Seaborn. So today's session, we are going to discuss both the Matplotlib as well as Seaborn. And for say, for example, you are provided with this table data. Can you guess what is happening here? What is this all about? We have 5 years data. So as of our understanding is given in the data table here. So we have 12 months of data for consecutive 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can take it as 1, 2, 3, 4 as a year. And we have some numerical values here. So we are not able to make some decisions or something else. We are not going to infer something from this standard representation, tabular representation. I will show one example. So see the clarity, the same data, how we can represent in terms of some idioms here. So this idiom is here, it is a bar chart here. So consecutive years of data, I can say, for example, this is first 1 year. Uh, America holds the highest position of revenue generation, global sales generation, global sales value, and Asia is the lowest, and middle value is EMEA. So from this graph, I can give some insights about in the first year, uh, America breaks a highest position, and whereas Asia here is lies between 150 to 200 range. I can give some insights like this. So this is the difference between actual tabular data versus some going for some idioms based visualization. So Matplotlib, as you all know, Matplotlib is a data visualization tool, and also it helps for creating both the 3D part as well as 2D plotting. So we can use here 2D plots here during the demo session. And before going for working environment, you are supposed to if you are working on you can work for different platforms for Python, as I hope so people know about Kaggle as well as Collab as well as PyCharms also. So I'm for this session I'm going to use Collab platform to work for Matplotlib. Okay. So before that, ensure that if you are working on standalone machine, you can ensure that whether your machine is bundled with Matplotlib. So if not, please give this command pip install Matplotlib if you are working on standalone machine, or else if you are working on Ubuntu based machines. So once it is properly installed, then you can import the library from here. So import matplotlib. This pyplot is a library here. As we can create for entire module, I can say I can create with an alias name as PLT. PLT stands for plot. So as is a alias name to create for this entire module, I just you can give a rename as PLT. Okay. So once the environmental setup is done using the install as well as import, go for some plotting. So here this py plot is a library that supports for 2D graphics in Python programming language. So it is similar to your MATLAB only, and we have few command style functions to incorporate for data visualization process. With the help of this pyplot function, we used to create a figure, and then we used to create a plotting area in the figure, and also you can create lines or dots or some markers over that, and also we can decorate the entire plots with the labels and as well as the legends. So first one, Matplotlib, you're supposed to consider first one, how to categorize the type of a figure for a given data and how to project the data. We can project the data in terms of PDF or some or image or some or date, or you can export the image to LaTeX format also. So these are all the types of how we can project our data visualization with the help of Matplotlib. So first one, so what are the plots we can do? These are all the simpler idioms uh, like normal plots, histograms, and power spectra, and bar charts, error charts, and scatter plots. These are all few idioms that are supported in Matplotlib. If you're working for advanced technique, you can explore with the help of integrating Matplotlib as well as Seaborn here. I will show some examples how to create a first graph as well as more on the different things. These are all the idioms, different idioms like first normal line chart and histogram, and then bar chart, followed by some customized chart. This is a whole, this is an example of both a scatter plot as well as that is point based visualization as well as the line dashed line visualization. This is a customized one. So these are all the idioms that are few idioms that are supported in Matplotlib, and also you can create multiple lines over here. So scatter plot is another example, and then This is a customized. This is an example of subplot. Subplot means you can have multiple plots in one figure. That we can call it as subplots. If you're working for some problems, machine learning problems, better you guys can work for subplots. Mm. So popular libraries that support for data visualization here is Python libraries. These are all the three libraries, and this is the logo for each of the five. Okay. And you can export, as I earlier said, you can export your end result of matplotlib as PNG, as PostScript, as well as you can use EPS, as well as PDF format, SPG format, and also for papers also you can export the corresponding file to the LaTeX format also. So basic plots and functions here. So we'll cover one by one how to work for this. Before going for this, everyone should aware of the anatomy of the figure. So what are the functions that are helpful for creating such functions here? First one, see here, the first middle one is the title, and this blue and orange stands for legends. For creating a legend, ax.legends. For creating a title, you can use a function ax.setTitle, and this is a place where you can give minor ticks. Minor ticks means the labels here. So in y-axis, you can give set dot minor ticks and major ticks also here. And coming for here, this is a y label and x label, and similarly major tick as well as minor tick also there in y axis also, and here ax dot y axis and here ax dot x axis is there. And subplots means we can have multiple plots inside a single plot, and this is a marker. This marker is for square marker. Square marker is used for creating the scatter plots over here. This is a line plot. For line plot, we have used ax.plot. Just we are giving plot means it will generate a line. And whereas coming here, next one is grid. This lines we can call it as grid lines. So this is an entire thing we are supposed to learn before going for creating a chart or figure here. So finally, you are going to create a plot.figure. Okay. This is an anatomy of a figure. And first, line plot, how you're going to create a line plot. I will just move the slide and we will go for demo session. So line plot, and first I will explain here. So for creating a line, we use first step, we always start with import matplotlib.py plot as PLT here. So this is the place you can give for plotting a line. For plotting a line, you can give x and y values, and then plot of plt dot, this alias name you are supposed to use, dot plot of x comma y. This function is for plot plt dot show. This is not necessary when you people are working for IPY NB5. I will show you with the demo, don't worry. So this is a sample code for line chart, and more on line charts. We'll go for one by one demo with the help of real-time examples. Just these are all the plots. Okay, I will share the. We'll work for real-time problems here. So these are all the idioms which we are going to create today. Basic idioms and how we are working for some measures. And this is called markers. So this is called textures inside the bar chart. We can we can create using the marker function. I will show here. So we'll directly move to collab file here. Show this is the final. I'll share my collab. I hope my screen is visible here. Yes. 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 First one, I will tell you the familiarization of this collab link. So people, I think my screen is visible. Collab screen, Malati ma'am. Yes,
Ma'am,
yes,
it's visible.
yes, yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Uh, you can directly you can sign in with Google account for creating a yeah. I once the demo is started, I will zoom in. Okay. Okay. First, you can go to you can type in Google collab laboratory, or else you can go for Jupyter Notebook, or you guys can go for Kaggle account also. So just you can go here and create a new, you can sign in with your Google account and you can create a new notebook and you will get a fresh page like this. And coming here, so this is a platform, this is a place, you can see the contents of here, and this is a repository file. For example, if you want to load any of your file from your local machine, we can give this upload function and you can choose any files of your local repository. For like, you can, if you want to import your CSV file from the local drive, local machine, you can make use of it, or else you can directly mount your data sets from your drive also. That is a separate function. You can explore this front. One way is uploading your file directly from here, or else you can mount your drive files. So coming here, today's session, just zoom in. I think this is visible, right? This text is visible, right? Malati, I think some person messaged. Okay. First, I said already, first you have to import your matplotlib file. So this is the first step we are supposed to do. So matplotlib, once it is imported successfully, we need to check what all the functions are available with this plot. Okay. So see here, dir of plot, what all the files, what all the functions that are supported with the help of plot is listed here. These many options we can use with these many things we will incorporate here. As I said, scatter plot, and then the famous uh, CMAP, and then here show, and then whatever frequently used one titles, and then tick labels, and then X label, X lim, and X scale, ticks, Y label. These are all the options that are supported with the help of this PLT file. So if you want to trace any of the functions, you can use this dir of the function name. You can explore what are all the stuffs that are supported by this function. Okay. And then coming here, and a small, for example, just we are going to create a random, with the help of random function, we are going to generate a X value and how to plot at a simple graph. This is a linear representation of our data. So from this, we are not inferring any data from here. So the same thing, we are going for linear representation instead of visual method. Just see here, we can able to trace the lines, which one is high, which one is low, and which one is increasing. We can predict it. Okay, we can give an insight, not predict it. We are giving an insight about the data values. Okay, this is one way. And coming next here, uh, that is with the help of two values, X values and Y values. Yesterday, ma'am discussed about NumPy. So same, you can generate a values using NumPy, and then you can create a two X and Y axis graph. This plot is not necessary when you people are working for IPYNB file. That is a notebook file. This is not necessary. Always you're supposed to give this file function name here. Okay, even if you remove this line, it will work. This is a this is one value. For example, I want to use some markers to represent the values, the data values here as a point means we can use here, can use just 0. See here, the same line graph is converted into the same plot. We just draw the points over here. Suppose I want to change the color of this, we can increase the parameters, color equal to green. Then you can see by default it will take a blue color and this color turns to green. Okay. Based on the visuals, you can increase this dot size also. Just I'm just using s equal to string. Uh, I will tell you how to include that portions in the forthcoming one. Sorry for this. Just we are changing the color here, and this is another example. And if in case I want to change as a line style, we have different line style. This is a dotted line style. So if you work for this, see here the dotted line style. The line style is converted to dotted, and we have different styles over here. Dashed line style is here, or else you can use different styles in dashed. Yeah, this is dashed line style. And then we can increase the color, the line width also. How we can increase the line width equal to just 15. I'm just giving. We can increase the line width also, and also uh, we can use the different colors also. Colors we discussed. And another example. For example, how to include X label as well as Y label. So for this, X label means we are going to give a description for this portion as well as this portion. For this, you can use the function X label and Y label here. So X label, just for example, we can take X value as average pulse and also Y value as calorie burn. So coming here, how to work for this? So we will get a result as average pulse as well as calorie burn. And next coming here, for example, if you want to add plot title, so just give plt dot title is missing here, plt. So I'm just giving sports watch data, and also you can give alignment also, whether we are supposed to print this title in the left aligned or right aligned or middle one. So sports watch data is here. For example, if I suppose I want to print this title here, it is center aligned. If it is just, you can check it here. If it is left aligned, this will be printed to the left side. By default, the title will print in center aligned one. The next one, you can create families also. For example, you can change the font styles as well as colors also. Colors I mentioned earlier. And similarly, you can change the font family also. For example, I'm just going to give two font family and just add it to, and just show those values in edit commands here. Just we are creating a package for font one as one font one. It holds a family serif, and then the color is blue and the size is 20. The font size is 20 here. So next font size is here. So I'm just going to append the font one to here, and font two to here. Just run this. You will see here this colors and size is changed. And also the next one, we can add a few other changes when we are coming. So next one, how to load the files as a data CSV files to the collab environment. Just pd.read CSV file. This is a file directly you fetch from the web resources. So just give the entire path of the web link. You can just give the path and just explore this data set. This data set holds of land area, city person, senior, and these are all the attributes that are present in the data set. Okay, so totally it holds of 99 rows and 10 columns. So here coming here, so for this data attributes, we are going to create a scatter plot thing here. For scatter plot, I told you the function name is scatter. If you want to check, for example, people will ask some question like, ma'am, what there are so many functions are there. How to remember all those functions and how we can do that? For example, if you want to check PLT dot sorry in PLT there is a function, right? Like R programming, you can make use of this. If you give dot and it will list it. Otherwise, you can give this will list what are the file here, or else you can give plot of question mark. It will give you sorry plot dot scatter question mark. It will give you the arguments, what are the arguments that are supported for creating a scatter plot. For example, it is x-axis, y-axis, and S means the size of the scatter. So size, if it is by default, it is none. This C is a color, marker is a whether it is square or circle or some, okay. And C map and this each parameter, the definition is given here. CMAP is color mapping. This color mapping, the shadings of different colors, and then each parameter is explained here. If you want, you can incorporate it. Okay. So coming here, so this is the function we're supposed to look into for any kind of functions. If you want to explore what are all the details for the function, you just give it is like a help menu. Okay. And here you can, this is for the scatter plot between the data set. Here we use the data frame name as data set. So data set, for accessing the column name, you're supposed to give column name as crime rate here. Okay, crime rate, and then data set dot here as senior. Okay, so come then plot dot show. I'm just removing this line and check how it is working. And here it is fine. Okay. And then similarly, I showed you few functions like colors, size, and then the alpha is this that is transparency here, and then the color transparency. For example, if you are giving colors here, what color you are going to represent here, it is taking from the list of ranges of different colors from here, and how if it is low means it is darker, it is high means it will thicker, light darker shades it will produce. See here how it is producing. See, so first one different colors it will take. This is the transparency, and 320 is the size of this scatter plot. If you want colorful visuals, you can make use of this options given in this. And then titles, the X labels and Y labels are completed, as well as plot removing is also done. And next one, a single line. I told you single line. Even if it is single line, you can use plot. If you want to convert both single line as well as this one, we can use mark So that is, you can use a 0 for marker. This is a plot, and if you want to remove this as a line, you just use just this option alone, comma, uh, line width you can include. The options we discussed earlier. So just go through the previous examples and how to incorporate uh, legends for this one. Just give a function called plt.legends, and I will show you in the next example. This color values, you can give it like this hexacode values. It's starting from 00 to FF ranges. And then, or else you can give collection of colors as an RGB tuples. It's starting from 0 to 1. And then also you can give this color HTML color codes will be there. You can make use of the color codes here. These are all the different options. You can make use of the colors for the previous all the existing one. And coming here, different types of lines here. Uh, First one I told you dashed. Either you can use dashed or double line. Solid line means it is only one. Dash lines means dash as well as dot dash dot line. And dotted line means you can give colon as a shortcut. Otherwise, you can give this one. Okay. So see here example how the graph will become. And then I told you about the marks. I told you how to work for 0. 0 is a dotted, that is, it is for points. The same similar way, I will tell you for X marks also. This S marks and followed by this. This is another one. For example, I want to integrate both dashed lines as well as marker. We can, and also the color. We can use these three different parameters to incorporate in the plot and see how it is working. See here. And for example, I don't want to include these many options here. Instead, you can go for another option. So directly you can give dash dash R for red color and marker type is 0. See here how it is working. Both are doing the same job only. And next one, this is for another example. Only X value as green and X value. And next one, for example, this is for, I will tell you this option when you're coming for figure size. If you want to limit the figure size, you can use a plot.figure and figure size of 12,5. See how it is working. This is, if you want longer one, you can use. If you want to reduce it, you can give the width and length and width as. And next one, the next example is, yeah, I will share the coding after this one. After this session, I will share the coding. Or else I will share the coding in the chat window itself. Please download it. Don't edit with the same window. Okay. You guys can download it. Download. I will tell you how to download it, and don't edit in the same parent file. In the chat window, I shared the same working file. Okay, I will share the PPT also. I will complete this. Okay. This is an example of histogram. For example, people know what is mean by categorical data as well. Categorical data, we have two different types of categorical data. One is nominal one, another one is ordinal. Ordinal means the data comes one and after one. A best example is student grade, whereas nominal means it's a descriptive text. For example, we have a blood group as well as student grade. For which one we can categorize as ordinal means student grade, S will comes next, S will the first, next A, then B, then goes on. It is an ordered one, ordered sequence, so we can call it as ordinal data. Whereas nominal means there is no ordered here. So we can project two different types of graph with the bar chart. One is ordinal as well as nominal. For this, your x-axis can be a descriptive text. Okay. So for example, descriptive text. So we have regions here. So based on the regions, we can plot the crime rate. Okay. And this is vertical one. So creating vertical means bar dot v. Here horizontal means you can use H for representing horizontal graph. Even you can change the color of even, you can change the color of each bars also. This is an actually univariant data because we can take bar comparison only for the people, number of people. For example, the number of people, I can have another category as gender. We have two bars will come. One is for male count, another one is for female count. This is called bivariant. For example, the same thing we are going to compare for the people count for 3 different years, means the 3 years will come. So this will be considered as multivariate data. So 3 years we are going to comparatively, we can produce the bar chart for this. So you can bar chart you can use for univariate as well as bivariate as well as multivariate data. Okay. So these are the different types of bar chart here. The next coming to pie chart. Pie chart, one word I can say it is used for representing the proposition. So here there is a data frames are there and market share values here. So how to draw the pie chart. There are different options or pie chart here. You can explore it. You can use for this market share and then the frames labels we used here. And next coming for multiple, I told you how to group if you're working on the same file, please don't just download it. Just go to here and you can download as a copy. Okay. Or save, you can give us save as or download as IPNB file, then you can export it and you can make use of it. First go to download, then go here, and then there is an open or upload file is here. Using the options you can use this option. Okay, don't use the same file because I'm just getting saving error failed here, so please check it. Okay. And here multiple files. So multiple files for plots. I hope so it is working fine. So multiple plots means we have multiple subplots. So we have for one row we have multiple columns, one column, and this is another column. So we have different types of data here. How to plot? This is row and column. The next one, this is another example. Either you can go with axis or you can give index also. I will show that. This is another example. Okay. And for example, multiple rows and multiple columns. So 2 rows and 2 columns. This is another example. And coming here, I told you how to create graphs and with textures here. There is a function called hatch function is there. For example, I told you here there are A, B, C column with values. Just plot it. See here A, B, C. And this is a hatch line. So hatch is a marker kind of things you can incorporate in bar chart. Some persons preferably they are working for color blindness people, they ask you to give the different charts with texture based data. So if you want to differentiate each bars, you can differentiate with the different patterns with this is one hatch, this is another hatch, and this is another hatch. You can include your different symbols also. And next one coming here, how to, I told you how to import the data into your local drive to your collab environment. The first step is first go to this folder symbol, and we have option called this up arrow. You can press, and I already loaded the high dimensional values. Just click and open here. This already is here. So if you want to incorporate this, I just give the path, just copy the path and paste it over here. You will get a file here. This is a real-time example file. So just I can check the info of the data frame. So it holds of totally 39 columns here. So just we are changing the marks here. Just a small manipulation, and how to give subplots here. This is already done, already executed one. This is one example of one subplot with one row, multiple two columns, and this is also here. So for example, you can create different types of graphs also using this Seaborn. Seaborn is another statistical oriented data visualization library. The next version, not a next version, is the equivalent version of Matplotlib. So for this, you can use import Seaborn as SNS. So here, SNS is here. For SNS, we have different types of plots also there. So I have used here as a violin plot. So one is for blue pills, another one is for red pills, and how the data is projected here. This is an visual. And then next one, box plot is here. For box plot, you can use the function name as box plot here. Okay. So this is another example. And people, if you're working for confusion matrix in machine learning part, you can use confusion matrix, as well as the next one is alternative one as heat map you can generate. So for creating a heat map, you can use the function Seaborn library along with the function heat map. So heat map is a function. So for this, the blue wings entire matrix is represented here. And here the data ranges from low to high. This heat maps will help you to find the correlation between the values represented in the data set. One value is correlated to another value. We can find the correlation if it is there is a positively correlated, negative correlator. These things more you can study in data analytics. Okay. So this is where we can find more the attributes are correlated, highly correlated or less correlated, and also even the values are highly correlated or less correlated. Okay. And for example, ma'am, we talked about these many functions, these many graphs. Actually, where we are, this alone was helpful. For example, how these graphs can be incorporated with machine learning models. I took one example as linear regression model for the given same graph, same data set. So first, I hope so people know about pandas and then NumPy, as well as today's session is on Matplotlib. And people worked in machine learning part know about Skylearn, Sklearn, and here we are incorporating the linear model. Based on the linear model, we are incorporating the linear regression part here. So coming here, just printing the first 5 rows here to check what is there in your file, and then tail means last 10 values. You can if the tail of 5 means you can take values from last 5 count, and then just projecting the values of the graphs, the same one which we discussed the previous one using the subplots. And then based on this, we have created some data reshaping, that is the normalization. So based on this, there will be some data here. I don't want to go more details about what is reshaping and why we going for this. If people want to learn, you can go for machine learning from the scratch. You can study this part, and I'm just incorporating how these libraries can be supported in machine learning concept. Okay? So just we can create these two functions. For one is for red color, another one is for blue color, and for how to create a correlation, how to project the predicted values for blue as well as red here. So this is for linear regression of model dot fit for X label, X blue color as well as Y blue color, and then the predict of blue, and similarly here the predict of red. See here how the graph shows here. This line is for prediction. So prediction, this color is mentioned in gray color, whereas the X tick and blue tick values are given in red and blue colors. Okay? So this is example of how this visualization can be incorporated in machine learning. And also people are interested, you can explore this in with the help of exploratory data analysis. Okay. And another example, this is another example. I will open the another file. Whatever demos we are discussing here, I will share all the files with you. This is one example file. So Matplotlib, I told you what are the different basic libraries. One is pandas as well as NumPy, and then Matplotlib. Once the data is imported, just check how the graphs are done. Okay? So this real-time data, if you want to run all the files, just go to runtime and view run all. So this will automatically runs all the files here. See here one by one execution. So the first graph, different, you can embed two line graphs together. And then this is an example of bar chart which we did in earlier. And one real-time example, there is some error in I didn't export these types of files here. So that's why error. So these things we already discussed with the previous one. Okay. So all the charts are discussed. So if you want, you can ask. If you have any doubt, you can ask. And I will show you one how we did for um, confusion matrix. Let me put this one here. Okay, this is the file. Which I think, yeah. This is how we are supposed to work for a confusion matrix. That this is actually whatever values we are retrieved from the training a model. These values are just given with an example how to create a matplot using matplotlib and clearn how to create a confusion matrix, actual and predictor. see here, this is one example how to create a confusion matrix. So this kind of thing you are supposed to do after uh, analyzing with any machine learning model, you can generate like this. Okay? So actual versus predicted one. So how to project the results. Okay. This is about today's session. Due to some here situations, I'm just completing the session earlier because it is raining here. The road will, so that's why we are winding up earlier. I will give you the examples here. You can practice your own You can apply the techniques which we learned today for your own problem statement. Okay? I hope the session is useful. And even the people, for example, if you are working for this, the last class, sir asked one doubt, ma'am, shall we integrate the codes of from Python as or R to your data visualization tool? Only the I told you in the first directory. Here, these many functions are only available in the repository. So once your analysis done with this Python file, and you can also integrate your code with any data visualization tool. We discussed about Power BI in the last session, so you can go with this. Okay? You can write the code in Python environment, and you can export the code to Power BI, and you can make use of it. Participants, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. The code and other materials, I will mail all the content to Sarnia ma'am today. Uh, today, participants, I got a question like, yes, one question I got. What is mean by heat map? Heat map, heat map is here. The what is the purpose of heat map is, for example, I will tell you one example. I will tell you with a for example here. For example, if once you're loaded with data set, see these many data sets are here. We are working for it's like a hospital data set. I want to check whether this attribute, we can say this is attribute one, attribute two, or features one or features two. For example, with the help of heat map visualization, we can check the correlation between uh, this attribute and this attribute. Obviously, the hospital bed and, uh, for example, how hospital bed and graduates are correlated. So, is there any sense we are supposed to have this both the files for analysis? No, not for analysis. We have to check the dependency between one attribute to another attribute. If the value is high, there is a data analysis data. If you guys will study in data analytics, with positively correlated value can have a high, means one. Negative means -1 is the lowest one. So which one can keep it, which one can remove it? Highly correlated and low correlated values. So based on this exploratory data analysis, we can make use of this heat map actually. With the help of heat map, you can see here um, which one is highly, this it's another file. So there will be a legend is here that 0 -1 to 1. So +1 is positively correlated. So correlation value is high. That there is a separate topic in data analysis as well as in machine learning correlation analysis. For that purpose, visualization will help you to better pick of which one is positive one, which one is negative. Any other questions, participants?